Greetings YouTube, time for another yard sale find. So I stopped at a yard sale this past weekend and I found this at a yard sale. The person was getting rid of a barn full of stuff. Most of it was woodworking things, which don't really hold an interest for me. But she did, as a woman, older woman, she did have some machine screw type things. So I picked up this tap and die set. It's a no name, so it's probably Chinese, for $10, which isn't a bad price at all. Get that out of the way. So you need some space in a minute. And I picked up this assortment of nuts for $5, so that's well worth $5. And then I picked this up for $5, and I actually have do not have 100% idea what's in here. So let's find out. This is really cool. I have no idea what it's supposed to be, but it's cool. We have a bunch of pieces of threaded rods and large bolts. I don't know what that kind of clamp is for, but I've got a number of them. That's kind of cool. I've got some very large eye bolts. More threaded rod. One very large bolt, which I will probably turn into threaded rod and bolt. That was a piece of threaded rod that just fell on the floor. An L bolt. I don't know what those are called. I just call them L bolts. More threaded rod. Ooh, that's a big piece of threaded rod on that one. Big bolts. Another big bolt. Some more bolts. Lots of bolts. That's cool. Because I can always use bolts for something. Big pieces of threaded rod. Big chunky ones. I don't know what this guy was using them for, because he cut them off. And it was very specifically that was the size he wanted. And a buttload of big, heavy washers. Oh, I got to do something with those washers. As well as a bunch of large fasteners. So yeah, this was definitely worth a $5 investment. This has got, I don't know how much money is here, because this stuff is not cheap nowadays. I don't have any idea what this was, but that's begging to be something. That's just begging to be something. I don't know what that something is. But that right there would be a good place to hang on multiple things. So a multi-headed something. Multi-headed something. That's what that's begging to be. What that multi-headed thing is, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, that just, to me, that's just like something that you're going to hang multiple things off of. And then I attach this to probably a threaded cap, and then give it a pipe tube grip. That would be the simplest way to do that, because it's really easy to drill an end cap for a piece of threaded rod, for a piece of tubing like a black pipe or a galvanized pipe, and then pass that through and put a nut on either side, and you have a nice fasten. It doesn't go anywhere. That's cool. This is just awesome. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that, man, but it's, again, lots of options for making just that's the shaft, and you attach a handle and you're good to go. I would love to see if I can get some of that, you know, like, do you ever see the large hex sections? They're for joining two pieces of threaded rod together. I wonder if I could get some of that that's any length I want, because that would make an interesting grip all by itself. Just one piece of that would be kind of cool. But yeah, this is, like I said, $5 at a yard sale, and I don't even really know what these things are. Anybody know what those things are? I mean, they're obviously some kind of clamp, but they're not a clamp you take off. So is that like designed to like hang something from or attach something? Because it's definitely designed to, you know, that's probably, what is that, 3/8? It's probably 3/8 pitch rod. And they're in good shape, whatever they are. I got two of them, so I might be able to do something with them, but I don't know what they're for. Anybody know? Because I don't. But yeah, like I said, I didn't even see this one advertised. This was I just drove by a sign on my way someplace else. I'd driven up a street in the city where I knew they were often posted signs, and I just drove up that street, saw one, went down to the sale, and this is what I found. It was on the the north end of my city, which is where the wealthier folks live. So you often find people willing to sell things at a price that, you know, because they're just trying to move it out. And there you go. This one works in wood. She likes woodworking tools and woodworking fasteners, you know, screws and nails. I don't really use screws and nails. I use this stuff. So yeah, awesome. I am really quite happy. In fact, these, I actually have an idea for those already. Alrighty. Okay, so this has been the latest yard sale find of when it comes to gear talk. But yeah, get out there, folks. Find yard sales and estate sales, because if you're a crafter like I am, and you are going to find things that you can use on the dirt cheap.